Okay, new strategy. This is the new counterweight, and this rock is pretty heavy, and it's tied up with a number of certified Bubba knots. Bubba knots. Those are knots that are guaranteed not to be in any knot manual, and they terminate in a couple of strands terminate in a carabiner, which is then tied off to the support wire. And you can see at the moment the support wire is loose, but I don't have any doubt at all that as the trees begin to blow, it's going to begin to move. The other end of the support line comes up and up and up and up and up and is tied off to the tree. So should the rock sail up into the air, the wind will then have to pull this what is now a 2-inch sapling out of the ground. Who knows? I'm hopeful that that won't happen. Now, all of you geologists in the audience, this may be some sandstone, so with each passing rain, my weight's going to get smaller and smaller. So at some point I'm going to have to come back down here and replace the weight. Is kind of the way I figure it. But it's, John, it's more than 2 bricks, so we'll see what happens. And it goes on up into the top of, I noticed my other video didn't really show you the top of this tree. That tree right there is the tree over which the antenna goes. And somewhere up there in the top, it crosses. All right. Well, I can see it. It's right through it is in fact through the top of this tree. And then it heads off at a 45-degree angle and goes into another very large tree. The top of another very large tree. So, off we go. We're going to leave that there. Whoops. I don't want to forget my concrete weight. The fun part of this story is that while I wasn't looking, the weight decided to roll down the hill, and I would have crippled one of Mr. Smith's cows if there hadn't been a downed 2-foot diameter pine tree. Whoa! I just about lost it again. This thing is heavy. A 2-foot diameter pine tree that had been fallen by the weather some time ago. I think that'll work. Lashed it onto my hand there and use it as a counterbalance as I start back up the hill. Anyway, it rolled. It started to roll, and I thought, oh dear. So I yelled like any good farm boy. I yelled, whoa, really loud, and about that time it then hit that pine tree and stopped. So always yell whoa if you ever want something to stop. That's what I did yesterday with John, and it worked pretty well. Except for a couple of times he said, "What'd you say? What'd you say? Did you say stop?" he said. I said, yes. Okay. We're coming back up now. I don't know why you'd want to watch this. Anyway. So we're almost out now. Man, that's starting to cut into my hand. Whoa. All right. Golly molly. Heavy climb. All right. Now, I remarked earlier that I thought the center point looked like it was pulling way too much. So that's what I'm really anxious to see, is whether it's still pulling a lot. Sounds like Val's working on his deck. All right, I'm gonna have to let this old mule blow a little bit. I can't tell whether the center has straightened out yet or not. Okay, wrap this around my hand again. Start moving. All right, here we go. All right, here we are. Now, what is the... All right, the center looks a whole lot better. Not pulling nearly as much as it was. Still looks like it's pulling a little bit. That means it isn't going to take but a pretty good wind, and it's going to straighten that thing out. All right, well, thanks for walking up with me. And I'm going to go in. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm going to have lunch. Maybe sit out on the deck today if it's not too hot. Y'all have a good day. Bye.